from this angle. Oh, crap. There we are. We'll just go across a little bit, not completely. There we are. And we will go ahead and put a turret right here. And another one on the end there. I want this one to be on the end, but it never is. Can I fit one there? Can I fit one there? No, okay, that's the right proportion then. We'll also put another one along here, and another one along here, and we'll just sort of dot it off. There we are. Make sure we can get out as well. That would help out. We'll give them 25 piercing rounds. We also need the remainder of our walls. There we are. We'll give this guy 25 as well. Well, roughly. And the same with this guy. Have half of what we got here, and have half of what we have here. There we are. So we're defending this general area, which I think is much better than what we did before, which was to defend a very small zone. Now, I feel very much defended from the east side, in case anyone tries to go through these little choke points they have right here. It looks like they're building up from the top, so we've got to watch out. Let's make sure that... Did the map get a little bit researched? No, it hasn't. Okay. Is that a small map? It seems to be very... like, sort of secluded in this particular zone. Someone's telling me it might be a fairly small map. But we will find out soon enough. It is a pretty small map, because there's just nothing there. It just stops. Quite interesting. So we are on a small map, apparently. I think this might mean that we are wasting our time. And that we just needed to... make enough plastics and build the plane. Okay, well, we've got to make a bunch of plastics now. So I guess we'll stick to the objectives. We won't do any side projects well, at the moment. That was something that someone said in the comments. Stick to the objectives, damn it. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry, okay? I'm really sorry. I just got to do stuff, you know? I've got a problem. Right, we'll go to T, though. We'll look up explosions. Which is not something we can do right now, because we need something else. Well, we've got a bunch to do. Alien technology is something that we're going to do. There we are. Research how aliens work. How do aliens work, game? Game, I'm not too sure that's how aliens work. They don't go, that's a bit weird. I'm just saying. Game, what's wrong with you? Apparently, making these pumps, pump jacks, take a long time. I'm just sort of putting it together. You know, you can hear like the screw sounds. Ah, my thumb! So you can hear stuff like that. That's pretty comical, I know. Calm down, guys. Calm down. Alright, I know I'm a genius, but we don't need to go on about it. Anyway. Anyway. We've got the light sources up there working again. We do need to give these guys some ammunition for the inevitable attack. So we're going to go ahead and do so. Give them a little bit, not too much. Right, we'll basically give them one. And then take out half of what we've given them. We've got a good amount ourselves, but I like to carry around extra ammunition, because you never know. Damn it, Merv! I know sometimes now, when he goes up there, because he just sounds a little bit quieter. Also, he seems to have sabotaged my chair by putting a shirt underneath it, to make it very awkward to actually scroll across to it. You know how that gets, sir? There we are. I need to have, like, a count here or something, for the amount of times that Murph misbehaves. You have to guess at the start of the video, and if you get it, then, you know, you feel good for the rest of the day. You don't get anything. Also, while I was mucking around, the pump jack did its thing, so there we are. Let's go that side. Actually, no, we've got 4 here. We'll make 2 more, but we've got 4 here. I'm not too sure if they travel on pumps or on pipes. They probably travel on pipes, so... I mean, we can wait. You know, we'll know we're traveling on pipes if we do this. Yeah, it looks like they do, so... They need to go, these pump jacks, into a oil refinery. And we require stone bricks in order to do so. We do have stone bricks in the car. See? I knew all those bricks was a good idea to keep. There we are. Stone bricks. There we are. Beautiful. Now we can make ourselves an oil refinery. I'm not too sure if we need any more than that. It takes 42 seconds to make. This takes 20 seconds to make. Total raw. Okay, it takes about the same amount of time. 42.5, 42.5. Okay, the same amount of time. There we go. I was just double mega super checking. There. Do pipes interconnect in a way that I never knew before? We should check our power, by the way. Just see how good it is now. Ah, beautiful. See, it was a very good idea that we did this. We got 20 of them now. And it's all producing 3.6 megawatts. It's not a lot more, but it isn't a lot more. I thought we were producing significantly more than that beforehand, but I guess not now. Anyway. We want to make the oil refinery. There we are. We want to make some pipes at the same time. Oh, crap. I nearly fall down on my chair quite a lot. I keep readjusting. Right now. And all I have is delicious water. This water is delicious. Again. Very nice. Nearly there. Waiting for it to pump. Pump the blood. The blubber love. Blubber love. Blubber love. Get the blubber love. Sounds like a delicious energy drink. Blubber love. It will make you saucy. And that's because it tastes like ketchup. Oh, God. See, like, just drinking raw. That's what it is. Even though it's basically just vinegar with tomato flavoring. I mean, yeah, a little bit more viscous as well. So, I mean, I don't know what it is, to be honest. But that's what my guess is. So, I'm sticking to that. How do the rotates work here? I guess they just go right... Oh, there we go. There we are. So they do connect. It's just kind of awkward. But that's fine. Oh, it's a bit awkward as well to go around. And I keep forgetting that. Also, my most favorite word today is, of course, awkward. Most famous word. There we are. Awesome. It's looking pretty good. We do have another oil thingamajig right down here that we could probably use if we need to. And it might be something that we do use. This is awesome looking. We can go nuts with this thing. Of course, we don't need to. Because we can sort of just have one. But now I don't want to have one. Now I want it to be, like, weird looking. Let's make it nuts. Okay, let's go nuts with this thing. Let's make it down here. Nah, screw it. Nah, you know what? My simpleton side just took over there. And it's just like, you know what? Let's just not hassle ourselves. There we are. We'll power it up. I'm not too sure if one's an outlet and one's an... Okay, yeah, one is an outlet. I think they're the inputs right here. Let's just turn it around. Save us some time. There we are. Good thing he noticed that. There we are. And then we'll just have some sort of output going on. So make enough plastics and build the plane. The plane! Now, do we know how to create a plane? Well, I'm currently researching alien tech. 300 of each? Ah, God! Do we have enough green science? This is a good question. We do have a bit too much of green science. You know what? Let's create ourselves... Oh, look, that's the plane. We need a lot of stuff, apparently. Oh, my God. Well, we don't need alien technology anymore, so we'll just... Screw that. We'll keep doing what we are currently doing. Which is creating cool pipelines. There we are. That hopefully don't get destroyed by unfortunate wealthy people that are looking for power. That would be unfortunate. Yeah. There we are. Here we go. These sounds just... They're not really... I'm not feeling it, you know? It should be... But it's not. It's like... It's like a little pram. Something like that. It's not exactly great. Wow, we can... Basic oil processing. So, can we create just crude oil there? Oh, it looks awesome. This is a whole nother level. So now, we have basic oil processing. Well, I mean, they're all sort of basic oil processing and something else. So, we're making crude oil. There we are. Now, I guess we need crude oil in order to make ourselves plastic. Now, to make plastic, we'll probably need something in here. Fluid handling. Yeah, so this is how you sort of hold what you've got. So we'll research fluid handling first before alien technology. I think it's a little bit more important. Tool belt will be pretty nice as well. Add second quick bar. This is especially useful for storing capsules. Very nice. I like it. Plastics is what we need to learn next. After, what's quicker? 75 versus, yeah, okay, so while we're mucking around here, we can store up what we can. I'm not too sure how much, I guess I can't store much. Can we, do we have any form of storage, like low-level storage that we have? Chemical plant. I mean, sure. So, I mean, go ahead, go nuts. I guess that's what we need to make plastics. Well, no, it can't be the case, because we'll need to make the plastics. Well, we still need to make the other ingredients, now that I think about it. We still need to make the electrical engine units and the electrical batteries, which are apparently made in the chemical plant. There we go. So we need all of those in order to make the plane in the first place. So let's see what we got. We got a long way to go. We got to make advanced circuits. 250 advanced circuits. Wow. We are going into another age right now. It's a good thing we've already got some form of circuit production, which means we can take half of those circuits and throw them into an advanced circuit system. So that's pretty cool. We need to find out what makes advanced circuits first. Quite a lot going on. Let's see. How do we find out how to make it? Here we go. This only requires 40, which I think is it's a much better idea to get this going first so that we can make something while we're researching all of the other stuff. There we are. But while we're doing that, we should see what this plant does. Let's see. We can make sort of just batteries or lubricant, solid fuel again, and solid fuel again, but made out of different sort of materials by the looks of it, which is pretty cool to look at. Lubricant would be quite interesting. I'm not just sure if I meant something from that. I didn't think about it. And then afterwards I was like, oh, wait a minute. Anyway, makes batteries, which doesn't make sense to me. Need a sulfuric acid. Apparently, which we don't have. How do we make sulfuric acid? Can we make sulfuric acid? I think there's another level here. Makes sense. I thought it was a bit strange. I didn't. I don't know what happens with batteries. I'm not a battery person. However, chemical plant seems to be at another level. Oh. Right. Yep. So we can't really find any way to store it. We'll find out how to do this later on, however. Advanced circuits is nearly done. So we will make some sort of splitter. Because something tells me that we need normal circuits in order to make advanced circuits. We probably will need other forms of wire creation as well, since they are there. And that will probably involve copper and maybe some sort of other material. I'm not too sure. Maybe different science. Maybe green or red science. That'd be quite interesting. If that is the case. If it is the case, that's pretty good, because we can just make a separate line over here and just make the different chords and then move that up. So what we'll do is we'll get a splitter right now on a fairly slow line, but I don't think speed really matters right now. We're going at our own pace. That's what that is. Our own very, 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 very slow pace. I'm not too sure why I kept going with that, but I did. There we are. Hello, Merv. Alright, we'll make an under thing right here, because it's probably going to need to be outside of this area, since I don't think this space is really going to be used for much else. It'd be pretty cool if we do need to have a bunch of this stuff extra. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. What else do we need? Wow. Express transport belts. Needs lubricant to make. Okay, so that's where the lubricant comes in. Lasers. Pretty cool. Make some laser turrets. Now, the electric engines is something that we do need to create. That will be something that we make now. What's this? Substation. Okay, substation's in there. A new level of gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. God, we thought we scratched the surface. Well, we haven't even scratched the surface. But we thought we did. So there we go. I completely screwed up that saying, I might add. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take full responsibility for that. Sulfur processing is something that we also need to make batteries. But right now, we'll get engine units, because we'll get that done as well first. Right, so now, it's a whole new level of creating stuff. We now have advanced circuits and processing units. To make these, we need copper tables. We need copper tables. It's a pretty good idea. It's just electrical circuits all the way, isn't it? We're going to need some sort of extended electric circuit processing going on right now. Yeah, we really will need it. Because right now our process is a bit slow. We have a lot in there. We don't need a splitter right now anymore. I feel like what we've got in there is good enough. I want all of the circuits to be on one line now. What am I doing? I've got a load in here. Oh, there we are. All the circuits will be going on one sort of line. We have a ridiculous amount of circuits in inventory, so let's just make a few of those. We probably want to grab a few more extra things. No, probably not. Copper right here. Just grab a few more of those. And we'll also grab some more transport belts that we have sort of been making. There we are. That's pretty good. So all the circuits will be thrown in there. We will be going to the top where we will be making some of the extra circuits. Well, circuit-related products. Go down this line, you'll go and see our circuit-related products. So advanced circuits do require 2 plastic bars. Plastics is going to be... I forgot we need to make plastics. Yeah, we will need to improve our science, by the way. I've just realized this. It takes us a long time to get a lot of this stuff done. Where is plastics? Somewhere around here. I did see it. Unless I made it already and I just sort of glanced over it. Fluid handling. Sulfur. Oh, plastics. It's a weird bar. I just didn't really think about it. It takes 100, which is pretty big, I would say. So what we will do is make 2 more of these lab toms. Oh, wait. Oh, they're different labs. Labs have different names, apparently. Lab Engel, Lab Sidioki, Lab Alexander Herastic. Alexander Herastic. There we are. I was going into some cool tunes right there. Don't know if you noticed that. There we are. And we will just sort of prepare ourselves. Prepare yourselves, he says. And right like this. Yeah, right, arm thing. Take your time. And we do need to have an extra power unit, which we do have right here. See, this time I remembered. There we are. That'll save us a little bit of extra time. So we're making a lot of plastic. How long does it take for one of these processes to take place? Oh, wow. Like, one of them seems to take about 30 seconds. A little bit less than that, maybe. So we've got to wait a little while. But that's fine. We can still go ahead and make the other colors of wire. Now, these are very quick to make, which is pretty good. We don't need both of them, though, by the looks of it. In fact, we don't need any of them at all. We'll probably need them for the electric engine, I imagine. But for the advanced red circuit, or, well, just advanced circuit. We'll call it red circuit, though, to help us out. Or AC. Yeah. We got the AC, we got the EC, and we got the PU. I mean, that worked out fairly well, I would say. Anyway, advanced circuit. So we just need the plastic bars, really. We've already got the electrical circuits with us. 2 times to make 1 AC. And copper cables will need to be made and processed at the top here. So that's pretty interesting. We could get a smart. We probably will go ahead and make ourselves a smart inserter. What that will do is it will grab any of the copper from here. Since we will go ahead... Well, we'll need it by the looks of it. But we don't need too much. Hopefully it's not, like, fast. That would be unfortunate. I forgot we even had burner inserters. You don't really think about those. So what we'll do is we will power it up. We will put a bit of copper in it. Into it. It's conditions right here, which is pretty interesting. Here we are. What am I doing? What am I doing? The question of all questions. Well, what you are doing, Timmy, is nothing at all. Go to bed. Go to bed, Timmy. What are you doing? Yeah. Okay, it's a pretty good speed. So we can make ourselves some copper cables with this one line. Do you want it to go out a little bit more? Probably do, just in case we need to make... Well, we need any more of them. So we'll just go out a little bit more. And we'll probably have it go along like this. Not that we really need it to. Oh, crap! Enemies! Here they come, guys! Oh, my God. It's a big one. Go near these guys. Go around in circles. That guy is beefy. Quickly save. Okay, quickly save. Shoot the bugger out of him. Keep running round in circles. Okay. Wow. Wow. It's a good thing we saved. Let's save again, just in case. Right, so I'm glad I thought about saving there. That was insane. What have you got inside? You must have... Wow, you have piercing rounds. We have to watch out. Okay? That's another level. Man, did you just... You dirty bastard. Why here? Why can't you be trained? I mean, every time you do it, I, like, go no and then throw you the cage. I'm not doing it now, though, which means I should probably go ahead and do so. There's one there I missed. I just didn't see it, okay? Look, got my arm. No. Beautiful. I just have to keep doing it till the end of my days. So the big alien boss guys, apparently, they're not getting around, which is pretty unfortunate. So we're going to watch out for those. Did he break our defenses then? No, he just went through, really. Well, no, there's no reason for us to go through that, so we should just bar it up, really. I don't see our problem with doing that, so we will go ahead and do so. There we are. Beautiful. We had the exact amount that we needed, so we'll keep it barred up for the time being until we don't need it to be. Hopefully they just don't go round. That might be why they go through in general, though. What's going on over here? Oh, there we go. There's another one. I guess he was a little bit stuck. That is fine, though. I completely lost my train of thought, though. Though. Plastics are halfway through, more than halfway through now. I'll say 55%. There we are. Pretty good. Giving you statistics and percentages to help you through your lives. Right, so now we will have our... Let's have the fast insert, because it's going to get done fairly quickly. There we are. We'll have a first... First. The way I said that then was very alien. No, not alien. I mean robotic. Not really robotic. What is the word I'm thinking of? Well, I'm not really thinking right now by the sound of it, so I'm not going to worry too much. All right, it's not connected. I was like, why power no work? It was very strange. There we are. Beautiful. Let's move this down here because I'm going to use this more than anything else. Right, so we want this to be connected to this, I think. Or at least I want to have a splitter anyway for the future. Think of the future! What am I doing? Right, go down here. Click this. Okay, do I click... Like, what do I click to stop selecting anything whatsoever? Because I don't want anything to be selected right now. This is why I keep... Ooh, I clicked something there. I click Q, okay. This is good. That's why I keep moving it up, because I just don't know how to... Well, I don't know how to think by the sound of it, so that's pretty... Something we do think about, really. That's not very quick. Perhaps a second one. So we make quite a lot out of that. Maybe another inserter. I'll have another inserter. I think that's the only thing we really need. We just need one of them. There we are. Beautiful, that caught up fairly quickly. Right, so now we go down here and see what else we need. So it's just the plastics now, really. We can see how to get plastics any minute now. That would be pretty great. What are we missing out on? Is production low? I don't think so. And I think our power situation is pretty good still. Yep, very good, in fact. Defense-wise, I'm a little bit scared, I would say, defense-wise. We can go up to this level, though, and see what we can deal with. Because there are a few worms up here, but also a crash site. Of course, satellites. Satellites, that was something that we did want to work on. If I can remember where they are. I've not used satellites in ages, so this is going to take me a little while to remember where and how to even make them. I don't think we've researched it. I'm sure they're around here. Oh no, but this is production, so... It would be on this page, and I think it's just something that I haven't researched yet. Let's check the research tree. No. No. What's this? Death Star? Combat robotics. It looked like the Death Star then. I was a little bit excited, but then slightly less excited. But still excited, don't you worry. I don't think we have a radar on this map. I think it's because it's a small map. It doesn't look like a big map though, so... A few bits of coal and that are lying around. I might be overlooking it. I'll look one more time. Some people are right now and just like, okay, it's not there, buddy. And then others are like, ah, I can't find it. What's wrong with you? It's, ah. And then the others are like, you're a moron. I'm sorry, okay? Why? What did I do wrong? Everything. Well, I can't see it, so I guess it just means that it doesn't exist. There we go. There's a lot in that sentence right there that I think needs to be philosophized. But yeah, great, you know. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I completely forgot you can just right-click on all of the particular item and it'll just throw that particular item in there. Like this. Oh, no. Control, I mean. There we go. Get him back again. Fantastic. That's pretty neat of us to find out. Plastic's nearly there. We're getting there. I'm just sort of speeding up right now. It would be nice if there was a speed up button. I'm pretty sure there is, now that I think about it. Is there? Shift. The plus and minus. No, okay. If there was, it would probably take my frame rate down to 1. So that's pretty great. So instead, you've got like 5 minutes of me doing absolutely cool. How do you feel about that? I feel pretty great, to be honest with you, about this entire situation right now. Just spinning in circles for all that are watching. Just sort of enjoy myself, waiting for plastics to be fully realized. There we are. Plastics have been fully realized. There we are. Now we can get electrical engines sorted out, and that'll be the next step in evolution while we get plastics sorted out. So plastics require coal mixed with petroleum gas, which is made in one of these facilities that are over here. So petroleum should be, well, synthesized, I'd imagine. Like right here. So this is the petroleum gas. Oh, I see. Okay, so they're the areas that come out at the front, and that's what you put into it. Okay. Oh, it shows you that in images anyway. Right. I can't believe I guess I did see the images, but just sort of took them out while I was explaining myself. So that's the petroleum gas. What we can do is move that up. What do we put that in? How does synthesization work? Or how does the creation of plastic work? It works in one of these things. Yeah, another chemical plant. So we need to... Oil refinery Dragon Slayer Taz. That is an amazing name for an oil refinery. We will keep going with that. Now, I think we just have this oil refinery going into another oil refining. The new one that we're about to make will just go, well, be connected completely to this oil refinery. So that will be fine. We also need to make a few more pipes. There we are. Ah, beautiful. We've done quite a lot, I would say. A lot's happening right now. We got science, we got power, we've nearly got plastics. And then we'll have a plane. Well, not really. We've got quite a lot left to do. When it comes to advanced circuits and that lot. We've nearly got the advanced circuits, however, so I would not worry. Yeah, we've already had a chemical plant, apparently. God, I keep doing that. I do apologize. Alright. I overlook a lot in this game. I think it's because so much is happening. I'm not used to it. Right, so we just need coal now. We have coal down here, so... I mean, I guess if we have a pipe, go all the way down here and get that done instead. It might be a better idea if we move both of these, in fact. There we are. And we just have the pipe from this area go across. There we are. God, now I just want, like, awesome pipelines. I love the idea of that. What we'll have is we'll have this area. And then we'll just have one of these. There we are. It's going to be connected into this awesome looking facility. It's going to cater to only me. Yep, pretty much. No one else. I mean, no one else is here. So it's not going to cater to anyone there. Well, anyone, really. We'll keep talking. Absolute gibberish. While we get this sorted out. There we are. So, go ahead and fill that, my friend. Go ahead and make ourselves some plastic. Which will be even easier now that we have this splitter that's going to be down here. Excuse me. Obviously, this facility will probably improve in size once we find a cool way to actually connect them all. Just go along by one more. Just so we can actually have an inserter. I think this is how it would insert. Can't think of any other way. There we are. Should pick it up and just start making it. There we are. Oh, it makes plastic very quickly, apparently. That's amazing. So now I just think we can go off a belt right now. I think we want some of these fast belts in action for the plastic since it's quite far away. We'll put it on a fast inserter. And we'll make an extra power line as well. Make it right there. Wrong way? Yeah, okay. So there we are. We've got our plastic going from all the way over here. And it should be making its way all the way down there. Probably don't need to bother, to be honest with you. I think we need plastic for other things as well. So it's probably better to have a very slow line so that we can connect it to other things later on. Is that going to work? Oh, I think it's because it's making more. Oh, right. We need a place to put the oil, don't we? Oh, no. We need a place to put all of these basic processing units. Well, all of this extra stuff. Interesting. There seems to be another dynamic right now. This needs to go up by one more as well. So there we got the engines done. We need handling as well because we have these other fuels that seem to be byproducts of what we are actually trying to make that we need to store. That's interesting. There seems to be some sort of waste mechanic also add into it. We'll probably need these as well to make other stuff. I'm pretty sure we do. What we'll do is we'll just go up by one more there. And we'll probably push this back by one more as well. We'll just grab these. There we are. Shoulder F while I'm doing this. Just pick up all this coal. Inventory's filled with coal right now. There we are. And we'll just pick that up. Well, place it down, not pick it up. There we are. Now, unfortunately, the piping for these two areas is going to be a little bit awkward because of this pipe that's currently in the way, but I think we can work around it. No, we really can't. This will have to go out by one more. There we are. Now it's fine. And then we'll just have ourselves some normal speed pipes. Not pipes. I keep making transport belts. Where's the fast inserter? There we go. So that should be good to go. Well, after, of course. We'll put it there instead. What? Anyway, that's a bit awkward. So we got the fuel handling, and that's going to be next episode, I feel. We've been recording for quite a long time right now, and we've done quite a lot, okay? We've increased our power, we've made a few extra defenses, we've defeated Old One-Eye, you could say. He was an absolute beast, and we were just sort of circling him around the Circle of Doom over there. We have increased our production all around, basically. More circuits, we're going to make some advanced circuits, advanced engines, more plastic, I hope, with this oil production. These pipelines are awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing what else we can do with this new mechanic. Hopefully, probably when we get the plane, we'll be going on to another map. Hopefully it's a big map so that we can sort of muck around with all the new stuff and create an awesome looking base and just go nuts with oil, and hopefully this waste thing's going to be pretty cool. I like the idea of using that as an extra mechanic just because it feels sort of real. So that's pretty cool. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch for updates on my channel and... No, wait, Twitter for updates on my channel. And Twitch for my live stream content. There we go. Keep getting them mixed up every single time. I'm not too sure. This game is absolutely fantastic. I look forward to playing significantly more of it. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ooh, bye-bye. That was really unnecessary.